Well, hello there. I'll be honest, I have no idea how many people are watching right now. But thank you if you are. So what I'm going to be doing tonight is weird and strange, and I don't know how interesting it will be. But I can say that going forward, it's going to be a lot cooler than this. So tonight's performance is just it's a little it's a texturally based piece. I don't want to say spoken word. I'm not a spoken word artist. I'm barely an artist. But it's a textual piece that combines a whole lot of writings from the last year or so. Well, I mean, really, the last 8 months or so, 6 months even, and it combines them in a way, kind of a collage of just like thoughts and feelings and words and ideas, and so it's all about finding a new language. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoy it, and if you don't, that's unfortunate for you. What kind of words can I use to describe how I'm feeling right now? How can I talk about everything that's going on without resorting to gross hyperbole or otherwise feeling like my addition to the greater narrative is unnecessary and unwanted? I need a new language. I find myself becoming distracted at work, which isn't new. However, my meds are supposed to fix that. Antidepressants and a stimulant to kick my ass into gear and encourage me to work and be productive rather than sitting around doing nothing. To be fair, instead of working, I'm doing this. I'm responding to emails for my adjunct position. I'm planning out my next project. I'm working, just not in the capitalist, you're paid to be here and doing office work right now kind of way. In spite of working in a creative job, in a creative field, I feel little joy working here some days. There are hundreds of reasons why. I digress. This isn't about that. This is about my loneliness, my inability to make connections with men that don't involve sex, my yearning for platonic friendships outside those I make with women. I need a new language. Medication diary, 01/30/2020. Meds, Lexapro, 20 milligrams, Vyvanse, 20 milligrams. 9:49 a.m. Not gonna lie, I totally forgot just how invincible Vyvanse makes me feel. While I'm still doing my basic ass bop around process of working, it usually takes me a few days before it gets me to hyper-focus mode. I feel like nothing can touch me. I jokingly said to Tina earlier that I'm living my best life, and truly I am. Even though I'm taking time out of my workday to scribble this note, which I'll probably not even use for its intended purpose, I know I can do this. I've also already taken 2 dumps this morning. I think I might have developed a bit of lactose intolerance. My body is falling apart. This has been established, but now I think it's fighting back against my lack of self-control. 3:35 p.m. Okay. So I just had a wonderful reminder of how out of shape I am. Lifting the new screen for work today, then putting it back really took a lot out of me. I'm crashing now, and it's not meds or caffeine related. I'm just tired from working and then physically exerting myself to a relatively little amount. I need a new language. Why am I not happier than this? I'm just so dang tired. I'm burning out. It's all self-inflicted, of course. I take on various projects and stretch myself as thin as possible in some ridiculous attempt at being efficient and productive. The radical reality is that I'm making things worse for myself every day. I have no energy or time to read the interesting books I buy. Why am I not happier than this? I jump from one project to another without completely seeing things through, surrounding myself with half-finished things and ideas and thoughts. It's not healthy. Would it be better for me if I had a full-time life in academia? Would I succeed in a publish or die style environment? Is that why I find myself falling deeper and deeper into this depression, constantly checking higheredjobs.com and applying to things I have little chance of getting? I want to strike out and become independent. Why am I not happier than this? I want to break free of the institutional bonds that keep me from reaching my potential. And yes, I see the irony of how I yearn to exchange one set of institutional bonds for another. In spite of trying, I don't give myself enough time to explore my passions. I haven't even given myself enough time to explore what gives me pleasure, both in and out of my body. Even with Lexapro coursing through my veins, why am I not happier than this? I would rather lay in bed all day than doing the things I know would help me get out of this. Why am I not happier than this? Perhaps if I started over, I could figure out a way to work and make and be that remains sustainable over time. I should be happier than this. Why can I not break out of this depressive state? I need to start working out too. Maybe forcing some endorphins into my system will create the feelings I crave so much. Losing weight would be nice, but I feel having more stamina and feeling better about my body are more important than the number on the scale. Why am I not happier than this? I'm at this really great place in my career right now. I truly have no right to complain. I work full-time in the field I've dedicated years of study to. I'm still under 30, and I've been making a name for myself. I'm practically a brand. Why am I not happier than this? I need a new language. It was his eyebrows that first infatuated me. He would later tell me his Armenian blood is what gave him such distinct features. It took a couple buses to meet him in Glendale, or was it Glendora? We started driving towards Anaheim when I jokingly asked if he was taking me to Disneyland. Of course he was. Before meeting in person, I mentioned how sad I was to be in LA while on tour and not be able to go. He used his pass and got a friend of his to check me in for free. We had enough free time for one ride, so we went on the Tower of Terror. I think I fell in love with him that day. I need a new language. I met him online, like everyone else, and asked him out. In retrospect, I cannot believe he was able to take me inside him after sharing a meal at a Chipotle knockoff local burrito joint without any problems. Truly, he was a professional. Granted, he forgot to ask if I was allergic to cats until we got to his house. I luckily was not. After we finished our respective meals, he asked the question that we would ultimately make fun of each other for years to come. So what do you want to do? You know what I want. The implication was clear. I need a new language. The first time I took Lexapro, I didn't know what to expect. I knew it wasn't an immediate cure. I knew it would take time. I'd been seeing a therapist for a while, but ultimately sought psychiatric help after sensing suicidal ideations while at work. I cried in the storage room, wondering how it got this bad. I used the internet to find my psychiatrist. She's Yale educated, whatever that means, but she's also kind, supportive, and understanding. The whole time I was worried she would think I was pushing for drugs or trying to scam her into giving me a prescription. What I was ultimately after isn't an exciting designer narcotic, but rather something to help the serotonin in my brain go where it needs to go. You can't get high off it. You might throw up, but that's a situation entirely different from this. To this day, I still can't tell if it works or if my working environment improved. I can't tell if it's all a placebo. I need a new language. You delivered a bunch of alcohol to my work today. You asked if I could sign. I agreed. And you then went to show me everything was there before my coworker, who was in charge of those things, came up and signed instead. I'm a bit taller than you, similar build, you're older than me, similar features otherwise. I've seen you deliver here before, and I've always thought you were incredibly handsome, sexy, and nice. Would love to see if you get this and would want to reach out for a coffee or drink sometime. Where do I work? And when can I see you and potentially make out with you? The stats describe me. I need a new language. And that's it. That's it. It was 12 minutes long. I hope you enjoyed whatever it was that I just did tonight. And I hope you enjoy whatever I do tomorrow and the day after that. Because honestly, we are in a very interesting and precarious situation right now. And at the very least, I'm hoping to keep myself sane and some other folks sane while here. So, all right. That does it for me. I hope you like this music.